Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Libra, I hope you are all well. Full disclosure, I am feeling like ever so slightly under the weather. I just have some nasally things here, so my voice might sound weird and I might have to like blow my nose, so excuse me if that is the case. But I wanted to do these special readings for you all about your quantum jump. So it's this idea that we create our reality through our consciousness and conscious thinking, and that I feel like many in the collective are stepping forward and stepping into a new reality for themselves. And so that's what these readings are all about. I have on my desk here a very special crystal, one of the oldest in my collection, and it's called Super 7. So it has 7 different elements, 7 different crystals inside, and it's just for psychic harnessing and accessing the violet flame, accessing the quantum realms. So I wanted to have a very special crystal on my desk for you today. I'm going to be doing the overall energy from the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn and your tarot reading from the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Cards have been pre-shuffled. For Libra, please, spirits, angels, guides, what messages do you have for Libra? This is a beautiful card. I saw this when I was shuffling the other day, and I was wondering when it was going to appear. It's the number 9 card, which in the major arcana corresponds to the hermit energy, so kind of an insular, kind of inner searching energy. And the word is creativity. The Venice Renaissance in Italy. So you could have connection to, you could be Italian, have Italian descent, you could have visited Italy, or you could just be really, really creative, artistic. You might be a great problem solver, is what I just heard, Libra. Great problem solver. Or Spirit is bringing this to your attention as perhaps you've been really, I want to say, caught in the rational, and your spirit guides kind of want you to play in the creative, play in the realms that are not as, I mean, this image is very representational, but it's almost like they want you to be a little bit more feeling comfortable with the abstract, the conceptual, the strange, and the wondrous. But there's something, it's almost like there's a burgeoning idea inside of you that is trying to come out. And that could be your up-leveling. Maybe there's, you know, a novel inside of you that is just waiting to be written, right? So something like that. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. Oh, and that's it. Beautiful energies. So we start in the past energy, past with the Knight of Inspiration. So in this deck, inspiration corresponds to the Wands suit, which is all about passion and creativity, sexuality, and inertia, excitement. Knight of Inspiration is somebody who kind of leaps and bounds forward with action, with messages that lead to bold moves. And Spirit is showing me that you tried. But it's clarified by the Four of Materials, which materials in this deck corresponds to Pentacles, earth energy, so fire and earth. Four of Materials talks about somebody who, you can see here how she's got that rose like very kind of clutched towards her. It talks about somebody who is holding on to kind of tightly to their resources. And so let's just say you wanted to go on a backpacking trip in the Andes or something, and you want to go traveling, and it was really important to you, but there's a part of you that's like, I only have 4 pentacles, so I gotta hold on to my pentacles, but I really want to do this thing, but I'm conflicted. These two energies push and pull one another for me. That it's like the practical side of you versus the spontaneous side of you. It's not to say you're not spontaneous. Many Libras I know are very spontaneous, but it's just in this particular instance, you might have been assessing your resources and finding that you may be limited, right? Or you were limited. You were limited in what you felt you could pursue. Can I have a clarifier on the Knight of Inspiration? What's that about? The Death card. Number 13 in the Major Arcana, Scorpio energy. Death and rebirth. This is really significant energy, significant possibilities, because it's like you're casting off or shedding a skin, that there's a cycle in your life coming to a close. And Spirit just said, no love lost, no love lost. So you're happy about this closure. You're ready. You're ready for the cycle to come to an end. You want a new beginning. And when you get this new beginning, it shows that you're awakening a spiritual side to yourself, or awakening your kind of gifts. The gifts that have been kind of locked inside of you are starting to emerge. So perhaps you had some ending happen in the past energy, and it just spawned you to think outside the box for yourself and the possibilities of what you could accomplish or what you could experience. And it could have to do with anything, you know. It could be just stepping outside your comfort zone with regards to the kind of person that you date, or going to a city you've never visited, or taking on a new job that is completely outside of your realm of comfort. Spirit showed me volunteering, that you're volunteering in something that you've always wanted to do but just never did before, and you're just turning a new leaf and you're saying, I want to help my community. Whatever this is, I can see that there's a little bit of impatience, and almost like there's impatience with yourself, that you felt bound by limitation. That's what I'm just keep going back to. Bound by limitation. Spirit wanted me to say we're only bound by the limitations that we put upon ourselves. And 1, I believe that wholeheartedly to be true. And 2, I've let my bounds and limitations stop me many times. An infinite number of times, it seems like. Just through fear, doubt, thinking that I wasn't capable, talented enough, creative enough, pretty enough, whatever. Not enough. And if I had said yes more than I said no, I'd be in a different place in my life, right? Which the place in my life right now, it's not so bad, but it's, you know, you're coming to this realization right now that maybe you've put some self-imposed boundaries upon yourself. So you're trying to break out of that in the past energy. I just heard Nelly Furtado's Fly Like a Bird, which that is not a song that I enjoy, but I just heard it, Fly Like a Bird. In the present energy, Ace of Emotions in the reverse. So presently, Spirit is trying to bring forth a brand new opportunity for something that you would love. A possibility and a potential for something that would speak to your heart space. Can be a relationship, can be a friendship, can be a new opportunity that just, you know, maybe sparks, incites creativity. But this card is in reverse, and it's clarified by the page of Inspiration in reverse. Right? Trying to channel all of those creative juices down towards us. Pages talk about taking a step forward, a small but significant step towards an opportunity regarding creativity, regarding passion. And both these cards are in the reverse for you. So again, you feel tentative. It's almost like if I were the teacher in the class, painting class, and I said, draw me your best scene of Italy, you would immediately say, well, I don't have the talent to do that. Or I've never done that before. And to which I would say, have you tried? Can you just try? Can you not worry about the outcome and just walk yourself through the process of the attempt? But it's hard. It's hard for you. I don't know why. I'm going to get a clarifier, but it's hard for you to receive from Spirit. And it's hard for you to muster up the confidence to take the step forward towards something new. It's not that you don't know you're capable, though. You know you're capable. There's just a hesitation. What is the hesitation to receive, Spirit? What is the hesitation to receive for Libra? Four of Inspiration. This is a firm foundation. That I asked, what is the hesitation to receive? The idea that maybe you'd be breaking up the band. Four of Inspiration, Four of Wands. It's the 11-11 card. Sometimes it talks about firm foundation that we have established. It talks about celebration. With this group of four here, it's almost like the idea of you branching out could make some people in your soul tribe uncomfortable. How I see this, like literally, is like they're all sitting on a rock, but somehow the rock, this big boulder, is in the clouds. It's like in the air. And if you were to just like take your parachute and jump off into the great, take your leap of faith, your fool energy, you would throw off the equilibrium of this. And it's like the others might perceive the threat of things tumbling to the ground. You leave, it affects everyone. Something like that. Now, we all have responsibilities, and I'm not saying in any way to abandon responsibilities. However, it's important to recognize where we feel fulfilled and unfulfilled. A fulfilled person would look at their responsibilities as a blessing, to say, I'm so thankful that I'm in the abundant position to be able to care for the people in my life so that we can all prosper. How lucky am I, right? If we're in a place of disgruntledness or resentment, then it's just like everything becomes a burden. So there could be a friend group or a family dynamic where you just taking, you know, or it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. Like, let's just use the art thing, for example. Let's say you're like a scientist or an engineer or like something in the kind of hard sciences, the hard kind of the objective facts and figures based arenas. And one day you just, there's something about it, you just go into an art store and you buy yourself a set of paints and a small palette because in your free time you want to try and paint a picture. There might be somebody in your life that judges that. Says, what are you going to do with that? Since when do you paint? Like, oh, so now you're creative? I mean, people are cruel. And all of that, even saying that, was like disgusting to me. Right? Like, we can be more than one thing. We can be a lot more. So, you know, maybe you're in the hard sciences, but you're also an inventor. And just people put doubt into your bucket, you know? Like, just focus on the things that you're good at. So it disrupts other people's opinions or preconceived notions about who you are. It's making me very angry, actually, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm feeling like frustration for you. I don't like it. I don't like that energy because it's just not supportive. You know, it's not to say, there are people though that walk out of their lives and abandon everything. Like, I don't necessarily think that's the way to go either, but I feel that energy, so take it as it resonates. In the future potential, you have the Hierophant, number 5, the major arcana, representing Taurus energy, and the Knight of Emotions in reverse, Knight of Cups. So these two cards tell me that in the future potential, you will be looking towards spirit through books, through conversations, through spiritual leaders, religious leaders, through nature, connecting to the divine in all sorts of ways with conduits and liaisons to the divine to try to find some answers as to how you can pursue your passions. With the Knight of Emotions in reverse, the Knights always bring messages. It's like okay, so I just got a very particular scenario, which is, let's say you have a really supportive friend who is so excited for you to start painting. This is just an example. But they give you some really solid advice about how to pursue it. There could be this part of you that rejects it because you've been thinking about painting for so long. Like, now that you're at this place where you're ready, it's almost like anyone else's opinion about it is null and void. And Spirit kind of wants to caution you against that. Just because people give us advice doesn't mean we have to take it. But sometimes people really have our best interests and they just want to, you know, share what they experience in life. And so it's not that I feel like there's a delay in your message. I feel as though there's a rejection in the message. So you have free will, you can do what you want, but I almost feel like it's important that you listen to the message, because if you trust somebody, if they love you, if you know that, almost kind of just humble yourself for a moment, especially if it's in something that you have no idea about, but you're excited about it. Maybe you've done some research, but maybe your friend is an artist and they've worked in gouache and watercolor and oils and acrylics, and they have more experience than you. It would be a good idea to just be open. Be open to the message, because Spirit is showing me there might be a little bit of being closed off to what someone has to say. What is the message? What is the message about? Look, the star, major arcana, number 17, Aquarius energy, wish fulfillment, healing, clarity, public recognition, fame. Maybe this person is really well respected in their field. Maybe they're like a very famous artist, right? I don't know. We're going with that example, but it could be anything. They want to tell you, like, let's say we're using the inventor example. Maybe you invented something spectacular, something that might change the course of humanity, right? Like, what happened to the person that invented AI, you know, like, for better or for worse, it's here. Who invented the internet? Who invented the iPad or the iPod? Like, who invented those things, right? It had to start with somebody or a team of people. But it went through so many iterations, and it's almost like this person that wants to come in and give you this message of this authentic message of love and friendship and caring and understanding is telling you, Libra, you could be a star. Your idea is that good. It's that good that it can just catapult you. But just take a little bit of advice. It's up to you. You know, sometimes people need to take the long way around. I'm certainly one of those people. Not because I want to, but it's just how my brain works. I've always been a late bloomer, like literally with everything in life. So I get it. Sometimes we think we know best. And I think the most important thing is that you take a step forward, right? And here in the present energy, you're not doing it. And you're watching this tarot reading to get some solid advice. My solid advice to you, take the tiny step forward. Any step, some step. Don't remain in a place of stagnancy, because then you're for sure going to get nowhere. At least if you take a step forward, you'll know if it's for you or not. Nothing is a failure. It's just a step. And to close the reading, advice from Spirit, 10 of Inspiration, 10 of Wands, and the 6 of Inspiration. Fame and fortune right here. Look, in the star. There's the star, right? So 10 of Inspiration, 10 of Wands talks about burden. Spirit wants you to get to this 6 of Inspiration. These are both the same suit. 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands. This is burden. This is public recognition, accolades, awards, victory. So what is Spirit's advice? You gotta release some baggage in order to receive your victory. And that baggage could be self-imposed limitation. Can I have a clarifier on that, please, Spirit? Look, I'm telling you right now. There were 4 cards that flipped out. I'm going to show them all to you, but like I had to show you that one. 9 of Voices in reverse, 9 of Swords. You're letting go, right? This is Spirit's advice. Let go of the anxiety, the fear, the sleepless nights around this. 2 of Emotions, 2 of Cups, connecting with your divine self, connecting with your soul, your intuition, and what you feel is the right move to make. 5 of Inspiration, not fighting yourself. 5 of Inspiration can be winning at all costs, but it's almost like, excuse me, it can be chaos and conflict. The Wands suit is chaos and conflict, but it's inner chaos and conflict. It's like these are same versions of you, and you're trying to up level yourself, but you're like battling yourself. But this is the potential. The Sun is the best card in the deck. Clarity, illumination, abundance in all of its forms. It's life-giving energy. It's wealth. And however you define wealth, right? Health is wealth too. I can't think of a better way to end this reading, but this is in your advice column from Spirit. And it starts with releasing what no longer serves you. And I'm telling you, from the beginning of this reading, it was all about the boundaries that you put on yourself. You know, like, society puts so many limitations on us already. Do not do yourself a disservice by further exacerbating the limitations. You are an infinite divine being, divine soul, rather. So start treating yourself like a divine soul. So that's your reading, Libra. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Libra.